Greetings. This is Lowland saying welcome to this mini course. We've titled it Using Google Form as Contact Us on a Website. This video is part of a series of tricks and tools that we will bring you to help you learn and manage your business using Google products. We have provided written instructions in the post below, but we thought a video demonstrating the process would help you understand and make a lot better use of it. You may want to pause and rewind for replay as necessary when you need to. We hope that you find this instructional. And at this point, I will turn it over to Vivek, who is going to take us through the steps in the process. So take it away, Vivek.
Namaste. My name is Vivek Anand. People call me Vivek. I believe in living a simple life. I believe in thinking differently. I am proud to share my belief with Steve Jobs and Leonardo da Vinci, who said simplicity is the ultimate in sophistication. I aim to bring time-tested wisdom and happiness together into your business and life by unifying, simplifying, amplifying simple technology and tools. And what I'm presenting here, I hope, is a proof of that. I achieve this by developing software solutions as necessary. In this video, I shall talk about Meghadoot, a tool that allows you to easily use Google Form to facilitate website visitors to contact you. This is one of my creations. For those of you who are interested, the name Meghadoot is a Sanskrit name. This is from a famous ancient Indian author, Kalidasa. In one of his poetic stories, a magical being is banished to the high mountains away from his lady love. This magical being then creates a messenger out of clouds and sends his love-lorn messages to his lady love. Meghadoot literally means cloud messenger. You will see how appropriate this name is in this video. So let me start sharing the screen. As usual, I shall cover 3 parts today. Why use Google Form? I have already covered. Why am I calling it Meghadoot? How to create and use Google Form as an enabler on your website to contact you, and I shall show you an example form being used on a website for this purpose. Why Google Form? Because these forms are easy to create and manage. They facilitate automatic emails to both you as well as those who fill the form. This is easy to do. I shall provide you Meghadoot, a tool based on Google Sheet with the necessary magic built in. You know, most of the Google products are cloud-based, so you will be able to use this Meghadoot as a blueprint wherever you want a contact us form subject to our terms of usage. More about Meghadoot in a moment. Third reason is the data filled in by visitors gets stored in a Google spreadsheet. This allows you to use the data later on for business purposes. I'm sure you will find plenty of tools which allow you to do all of these, but most of them are either too expensive or are too cumbersome to use. As I said before, my aim is to unify, simplify, and amplify. I have come to the how part now. Let me show you a short demo. Let me open up a new browser tab, go to my Google Drive and start creating a form. And let me show you a short demo. Let me open up a new browser tab, which is what I've done here. I've gone to my Google Drive. I've started to create a Google form. Now, before we proceed any further, there are a couple of things we have to do. We need to enable a specific feature in the form while we create a form for this specific purpose. First of all, let's give it a name. Let me call it demo. And then the second feature is I need to, as this form will be collecting email addresses of the visitors who fill the form, you need to enable this feature, this collect email addresses. So when you do that, Google form itself makes sure that the email addresses they enter allows certain norms and so on, so that the data you gather is more likely to be valid. Save that, and you need to have their name. This needs to be a short answer, and it also needs to be a required field, because these two fields are very much required for Meghadoot to work. These are the two main items. They have to be in this particular order: email address first, and then the email, the full name. Then you may want to consider adding a couple of questions you want answered so that you will be able to respond appropriately. These should be the questions that are relevant for the type of product or services that you will be providing. These questions would typically qualify those who fill in the form appropriately. So more questions, but then rather than bore you with all those details, let me show you a form which I have created earlier. I shall use this form in my video. Now that the form is created, now it is time to download the Meghadoot. The easiest way to download Meghadoot is to come to our website, which is what I have done here. Come to this option and go to this article, which is where you are probably watching this video now. And then Here is the link. Click on that. It says copy, create a copy. So that's the nature of this link. We want you to create a copy. We don't want you to use our Meghdut. We want you to create your own copy. So allow that to happen. Make a copy. Click on that. It will make a copy. And as it does that, change the name. Now, go back to the Google form that you created as if you're going to edit it. This is the form I created earlier. I am in a situation where I can edit it if I want to. I need to click on this responses. And click on this green icon here. Click on that. And there are two options available here. I need to select this option, and this is very important. Select the existing spreadsheet option, click on this. The buttons here have changed. I click on select. Now I need to go look for my copy of Meghdut. I click on this and say click select. Now this will open my copy of the Meghdut and create a sheet tab at the bottom like this. Now I need to do a couple of things here. I need to authorize and configure Meghdut. What you're seeing here is Meghdut. Need to authorize this and configure it. So let me do the authorize part first. So to authorize, I need to, you see there is a customized menu here. I click on that and click on any option. Google will force me to authorize it. So click on this. It says authorization required. These are the messages coming from Google. So these messages may change anytime. Continue. Then I am asked to select an account. And these are messages which look a bit scary. Google as a company are trying to protect themselves legally. So they're saying this app is not being verified by Google, and they're essentially saying you're on your own. Do you really want to do it, etc., etc. So especially if you are a Gmail user, the messages are, they can be seen quite scary. So you'll have to select the advanced option. Again, you'll have to say continue only if you understand the risks and trust the developer and so on. And you have to select this option here. Google will flag it as unsafe simply because Google has not verified my code. Obvious, but let's do that. It will say it will want to access your Google account, see, edit, send email as you. This is exactly what we want it to do. You know, Meghadut is a messenger after all. And allow this application to run even when you are not present. Exactly, that's what you want. You don't want to be always present on your website to monitor whoever is coming, visiting or not. You need to be able to be notified. So that's exactly what you want. So click on allow. It said authorization successful briefly and it vanished. As I would say, imagine yourself being stuck on a mountain with only the clouds for your company. You do need the cloud messenger, don't you? Okay. I click on the Meghadut menu again and select the option always show sidebar as you open. This will allow a menu with buttons to appear as I open this file. No change will be visible until I refresh the browser tab. So let me refresh the browser tab by clicking this one and wait until it loads fully. Now you see a beautiful, colorful sidebar, but Meghadut is not yet ready fully. We need to do a couple more things. So what we have done so far is authorize Meghadut. We now need to configure. I need to configure it so that it uses my email address, refers to my website, and also make sure that the email messages are worded to my liking. So I click the configure Meghadut button here. A window appears where I fill in my website name, my email address, etc. Let me do that. Now, Meghadut composes emails using all these fields here. This will be the subject of a message that Meghadut sends to me. And this will be part of the message that it sends to me. Whenever a visitor visits my website, fills in the form, an email comes to me saying that somebody has visited the website and filled the form, and these are the details. At the same time, these fields are used for composing an email to the visitor. So if you feel so, you can put your marketing information in these fields. So this is an opportunity for you to thank them and also say that we shall get back to you as soon as we possibly can. So once I do that, I click on Save button, wait till it is done. Now I can close this window. So the details that I filled in are appearing here. You may want to come once again and use this configure Meghadut button if you find that you need to adjust the content of the emails. As such, at this point, Meghdut is ready to serve. So let me get to our website. Now, the contact us system is ready to be embedded into website. So let me show you how to do that. Let me come to my website. I've logged into the back end of my website. So let me go to pages and add new page. I'll call it contact us. And I need to put some introductory text. What shall I put, Lovelan?
Well, maybe we could invite them to send their questions, or we could invite them to let us know what they think of the website, or let us know what they thought of the mini course they just did.
Send us your questions.
Questions or comments.
So that's the introductory text. It can be however long as you want it to be. So for now, for us, I think that's good enough. We might change it later on, but I can also add the other ways they can contact us, maybe phone, snail mail, etc., etc. All that can go here. So now let me go to the Google Drive where the form is. This is the form I want to embed on the website. This is linked to Meghdut already. So need to find the embed code, which is available here. Click on this send button, find the embed code, which is under here. So this is the embed code. I can increase the width, probably make it 1200 by 1000. Change that and copy. It copies the embed code. It's copied to clipboard. I now go back to web page here. Now I need to look for custom HTML block. Where is it? Easiest way is there it is. Click on that. Now it's HTML, so I paste the embed code. So this is the width. I can change it if I want to. Again here, if I see that when I go back to the website, it's not appearing properly, I can adjust it here. Now I need to say publish. Okay, now that I have added the page, I need to add it to menu. So come here, go to menus. This is the page. Contact us, add to menu, move it to the right place. About us, Lolan?
Either one, it's okay.
Yeah, okay. So save menu. That is the process so far. Now,
Don't forget to activate.
I come back to Megadoot. I need to activate it by clicking this green button. Okay, it says on. Now it's actually time for us to do a bit of testing. So let's go back to another profile. This needs to be preferably a different profile with an email address which is not used in any of the configuration or any of that. Otherwise, the email messages you will get will be confusing you. So don't do that. Use a different email address. So let's go to website for courses. Contact us. So this is the form that we embedded. This is linked to Megadoot. Let's test it. I need to key in my email address here, my full name, etc. So let me quickly do that. Okay, so I have keyed in my email address, keyed in my name. I'm saying demo, and this option also needs to be filled in. That's the way the form is set up. Click on submit. Now the website itself says, thank you. Your response has been recorded and confirmation email sent to your address. So I should be seeing an email in my inbox and also an email in the website for courses email address. So let me see if that is the case. Open a new tab, go to mail. See, there it is. This is an email that comes to the website owner. The email says, this is a unique factor. You can use this to create filters, which we'll cover in another mini course, probably. And the message, whatever, this part is whatever I filled in the form. And this is the message. These words are from the configuration of Megadoot. This is also part of what's there in Megadoot. There, what we have done, we embedded the contact us form. And I just showed you one email. Okay, this is the email that goes out to the visitor. As you can see, it says greetings and the name that is filled in by the visitor. And this part here is the text that is filled in the visitors part of the configuration. Again, this is the other message. So this is the email message that goes out to the visitor. With that, I have come to the end of this little video presentation. Let me stop the screen share.
It's Lowell Ann again. And isn't that just amazing, the instructions that you got from Vivek for creating your Contact Us page on your own website. We both hope that you found this really helpful, and we hope that you know that you can go back and rewatch this again. Sometimes we do need to do that, don't we? So,
please, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscription is free. And then hit the bell icon so that you can customize the notifications that you get from our channel. And thank you for being with us today. Hope it has been.
We'll see you again in the next tip or trick.
Namaste.
Bye for now.
Bye.